All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team, go earn your keep. But the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. We'll see a return here from the end zone. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line. Right to the air. Here's Murray. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Murray now on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 5 yards on first down, but now
those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray dancing to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Slot man moves right. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He's going to go up top again. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Claypool, 40 yards. And the Bengals will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And now how about this return? And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 17-0 our score after 1. Comes in. This might be a free play. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. To throw, it's Murray. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
First down, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd and 10, Murray buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray to the right side and complete to Jefferson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Murray now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Lamb to return it. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Murray. Then he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert 3rd downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before half from Murray. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing now is Murray. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off, because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Being checked. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarter.
Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals will extend their third quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. Almost time for the final act of this NFL season. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Murray going to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside.